Hello, this is Kev and welcome to Accelerator Notes. This is Accelerator Note number 14, which will be on Sam Carpenter's Work the System. Now, what I do in these Accelerator Notes is I take a piece of content, a book, something that's actionable, something that we can actually implement in our lives, because without action, nothing happens. You know, if you do not use your ideas and if you don't apply those ideas, if you don't seek ideas and then actually apply them into your life, then absolutely nothing happens. So what I try to do in these Accelerator Notes is I break a piece of content down for you, which in this video it happens to be Sam Carpenter's Work the System. You can then take action on these actionable takeaways. So what I do is I give you a summary of this piece of content, I give you my 3 key takeaways, and then we end on a couple of questions and some actions for you to take away. So Sam Carpenter's Work the System absolutely changed the way I've built my business, because it's all about systematizing your business. It's all about a systems mindset. And I believe that is absolutely how to be successful in business. If you're thinking of systems, if you're thinking of how to create a systematized business with the sort of franchise mindset where a piece of the puzzle can slot in and out, you can scale. You can fundamentally look after your business and scale while recruiting, while growing your business and ultimately being successful in your business. Okay, so I'm super excited to share this Accelerator Note. I was looking forward to creating this Accelerator Note, and as a summary then for Work the System, if you've never checked it out before, there will be a link in the description on this page below. But as a summary then, it's all about documentation. When you think of your business, it's all about actual creating documents. And those documents that Sam Carpenter shares with us is the strategic objective, it's the operating principles, it's the working procedures, it's all about developing systems in your business. This is why if you're currently in a business, I highly recommend you checking out Work the System. It's about the philosophy of you manage procedures and not people. Okay, manage procedures, not people. That's super powerful. It's about job descriptions. It's about allowing people to know exactly what they need to do in your business, virtual assistants, physical employees, whatever it is. It's about getting that documentation together in your business so every step of your business, everything is systematized and everything and anyone knows what they're doing, because people are not mind readers. As much as you want them to be, as much as you want your assistant to know exactly what you're thinking, the truth is they don't. You need to put that in a document to share with them. He talks to us about this idea of reasonable ability. And I think it's a fantastic sort of phrase, reasonable ability. And what this is all about is, if you're going to bring people into your business, if you're going to bring people in, whether it's virtual assistants, whether it's physical employees, they need to have some sort of reasonable ability. And he actually shares with us as well about mechanical hiring, which we're going to get into shortly. Okay, so that's really just a very brief summary. I highly recommend that you check out the book. I really do. It's a fantastic book. But in terms of the 3 key takeaways that I got, number 1 is obviously documentation. The first thing I did when we start talking about the strategic objective, the operating principles, and the working procedures, I got immediately to work. Okay, I've got a strategic objective in my business. I've got multiple different businesses and things now, but when it comes to sort of my Amazon business, it's all about, we are the best Amazon store. We absolutely have, we've got multiple stages in our business, we've got multiple systems in our business, but we seamlessly work together we're not firefighters, we're fire prevention specialists. That is the mindset. That is my strategic objective. It's about 100% customer feedback. It's about working to Amazon's metrics. It's about getting the products in and out. That is what the strategic objective is all about. If you think of your business as a separate entity, if you imagine there's me here, but then there's my business. Like, you've got to give your business a definition. You've got to give your business a reason. That is the strategic objective, because you've got to take emotion out of business. Because there's going to come times where you go in and out of hardship, and you've got to really take that emotion out. And the people that you bring into your business, they have to work by that strategic objective. Then the operating principles is all about the rules of your business. You know, we always communicate with one another. We're always on time. We always work seamlessly together to get to the root cause of problems. They're operating principles. When it comes to working procedures, it's the step-by-steps. How do I do A, B, C, D, E? Okay, so important. Completely changed the way I built my business. I cannot stress that enough. I've recommended that time and time again. Documentation. Systems are key. Number 2, manage procedures, not people. Manage procedures, not people. So this has been a major key takeaway for me again, because it's taking those working procedures and it's putting them to use. Instead of going from person to person, saying, I want this doing employee number 1, and I want this doing employee number 2, and I want this doing employee number 3, you create a document, a procedure, and then all people in your organization, your company, your business, everybody gets that procedure. That is then scalable. What you can do then, you can then say, procedure update, everybody, there's been a procedure update, we've changed something, we're now doing this, we're now doing that. It's so important to do that. Because it prevents firefighting. It prevents firefighting because once you've got a systematized approach, what you do is you basically get to root causes of problems, you prevent those problems happening, and then you're no longer a firefighter. You're not going from one problem in this side of the business to the next problem at the other side of your business. That's what you don't want to do. You're a business owner. That's so important to understand. You're a business owner. You don't want to be firefighting each day because that's where your stress and etc. comes from. People cannot read your mind. I've already mentioned this. People can't read your mind, so get your minds, your ideas out on a piece of paper. The third key takeaway is mechanically hiring people. And there's a great quote, and I don't want to get this quote wrong. It's not the person you didn't hire, it's the person you didn't fire. Okay, you've got to mechanically hire people. You've got to, and Sam Carpenter gives us a good, I forget what page these are now, but gives us a good bullet point list, number list of, do they attend on time? Do they look you in the eyes when they're talking to you? Do they seem fidgety? Do they smile? Do they seem happy? All these things. It's all about taking emotion out of it. So, do they know anything about your business? Did they smile? Did they seem happy? Did they look you in the eye? Because all these things are telltale signs on how they're going to be in your business. What you don't want to do, you don't want to emotionally hire. Because what can happen is down the line, you could end up with a problem with an employee or something. So, that has been 3 key takeaways that I've gone over, but it's so powerful. So in terms of questions and actions for you, number 1, absolutely create content, create documentation, that content for your business. Okay. Number 2 is get your team to create procedures. That's the next level. If you can get your team involved in creating procedures, that's absolutely a fantastic level to be at, because then you're all working, you've got that systems mindset together. And number 3, create templates. If you create templates, this is what I did in my business. I created templates on how we create systems, and now my business is maturing as a business. Now I have my staff creating those systems within themselves. Okay, and then you've got layers of verification, you've got layers of different verification methods, so you can verify, yes, we're going to do that. Fantastic. So that was Accelerator Note number 14, I believe. This is Accelerator Notes. I really hope that you like that one. This is Work the System, quick, actionable takeaways. That's what I do in these Accelerator Notes. This was Sam Carpenter's Work the System. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to creating the next one. Until then, take care and keep taking massive action. Cheers.